you're familiar with kilograms, that's how we Vietnamese measure our weight. I was like this really skinny person, even more than now. So it was an alarming sign that this career trajectory is not, it's not working out for me. So at the end of 2020, I began to hire a coach. I began to invest in career development, in getting help, getting professional help in order to help me to identify if corporate career is not what makes me happy, then what is. So this coach that I hired helped me to explore what is my purpose, what is the other talent or potential that I can explore instead of just business development. And from there, I began to to like build up an idea of working for myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the story.
Thanks for sharing. I have a quick question.
Hmm.
You were, I like how you put it, from the outside looking in, you had a great career, you were making good money, you were traveling quite a bit, you had a job that you enjoyed. Um, uh, and so, for a lot of people, maybe in the community, that seems like, man, that's a great place to be. I would trade, my current situation for hers.
Yeah.
But you weren't happy. And it took you some time, I guess, some time to do some soul searching. And it wasn't until, correct me if I'm wrong, the end of 2020, first and foremost, when you were thrown into a different culture, a different environment that was much faster than
Mm-hmm.
the more steady, predictable pace that you were used to. Did you
Mm-hmm.
hit a burnout phase? Did you find yourself, this is something that I can't sustain anymore? You mentioned losing weight, but also psychologically, emotionally, were you kind of at you're hitting a wall? Were you at your limit? And was that kind of what finally prompted you to seek out a coach and to do some deeper, having this coach help you do deeper analysis of where you were and kind of figuring out a game plan to kind of figure out where to go next with your career and just move towards what you're doing now? Was it did it? I guess my question is, did it take hitting the limit of what you can endure emotionally and
Yeah, I think
kind of,
so.
I know, okay.
And also, I love the way you put it, this soul searching. And also because before I started working with startup, I was working for a corporate. And with corporates, there are certain rules, certain procedures, certain way of working that might be more, a little bit more rigid, a little bit
Mm,
more time consuming. And I didn't feel very flexible in that environment. It was not a slow paced environment too, because I was working for a venture company inside a big, very big corporate in Vietnam.
mm,
So we were quite fierce too. We want to move fast, but at the same time, we are held back by the context of our corporate who is sponsoring our business back then. So I was feeling a little bit held back in my career. So I felt like, well, if I move to the startup environment, that I would be more liberated. I would have more autonomy. I would be able to be more creative and innovative. But then the other side of it is so, it's so fast. It's so like self-filtering,
mm.
uh, very limited guidance or support. Is that if you can work it out, then you succeed, and if you don't, then you just walk out the door, and that's it. Very
Right.
lack of support.